Today marks exactly 1 year since the 2.2 update was released, and to be honest, that was fast. Within 1 year, we went from 2.2 to 2.207, which is good progress if we compare this to the 6-year-long wait for 2.2. I am really positive that we will get 2.21 in 2025. I think we all at least hope so. But recapping what levels have been created since 2.2 is out is mind-blowing. And okay, to be fair, the first couple months were probably also only the testing phase where people messed around in the new 2.2 editor. My most favorite part of 2.2 is the platformer, no doubt. Man, I collected almost as much moons within 1 year than I collected stars in 10 years. Don't get me wrong, I do still love the classic GD game mode. But you don't realize how refreshing it is to play some classic levels after a 2-hour-long platformer session, vice versa. It's amazing. It just doesn't make the game feel like one-sided. There's like two sides of it, classic and platformer. I love it. Other than that, classic levels have been more epic than ever. And with all the new artists, contests and events that are going on, I cannot wait for the future of GD. I know I keep saying that, but it is true. I asked you guys in my Discord what your best or favorite memory was since the 2.2 release, and this is what you had to say. Hello. So I posted this a couple of days ago and I asked you guys to share your best or favorite memories of 2.2 so far, so let's go through this list and pick some of them. The first response was the dash spider part. Colin loves it. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀, he said great asset, armored core, rage quit and terminus. Those are great levels. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗀 said playing the tower for the first time was amazing, and I agree, I love the platformer. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀 said early 2.2 platformers and such were goated. And I do remember the first couple of weeks or even months of 2.2 and the platformers. It was, if you look back now at platformers, the first platformers that were so chaotic. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 said all of the new gauntlets and event levels are absolute peak. Seven's Great said he found himself in a recent tab. I've heard a lot of people got their first rate in 2.2, which is super amazing. Variety beat his first medium demon in 2.2. Really cool, GG. What is that? Hey y'all, are you okay? Certified says everybody's reaction to the 2.2 release and lobotomy dash, of course. I did forget about lobotomy, but yeah, that's true. Remember the lobotomy times? Oh man. We got jet lag by Vexer. Salty Spinach said, I remember really freaking out and playing Dash along with finding all the new coins and secrets. Melon Eater loves how to platformer, and it's his favorite level of all time. I mean, sure, if you like to play 2000 levels. Plasek said, I started playing the game in 2.2 and I'm about to beat Sonic Wave, so that's cool. That is really cool. Someone that starts playing Geometry Dash in 2.2 is like... that's crazy. Mystic said all of the new artist reveals. It was cool seeing Rooftop add all of those big artists to library, especially NCS. That's so true. I don't see the other artists that often anymore. Like for example 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 and the others. Since NCS released, I feel like the others went kinda down, hidden. It's been a little bit sad, but NCS is peak. Another lobotomy enjoyer. Maybe the real 2.2 was the friends we made along the way. Huh. Plainman said, I remember when the Towers released. I didn't think a mythic would be rated anytime soon, but there it was, sitting at top of the featured page. I was at loss for words. I enjoyed it so much that I thought it could be my favorite level. I decided to speedrun it and managed to get the world record with which stood around for 4 hours. I can't wait for a sequel. Ron Suel got his very first creator point. That's really cool, GG man. Jaisley said stuff like 3 depth and ever after. The 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀 said, my favorite memory of 2.2 is definitely when platformer levels started to release. Moon grinding at that time was simply amazing and so fun to do. I agree. I love platformers as well. Reese Fight said, my favorite thing about 2.2 are seeing how creators use the new features to push the limits of what we thought was possible. Like Dog. We have multiple Metroidvania games, a whole 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 remake and multiple 3D levels. Like what? I also liked Fire in the Hole. I also forgot about that. Lobotomy and Fire in the Hole. Those memes were peak. Fluffy simply liked everything. That's cool. Masp liked the NCS Gauntlet and the collaboration in general. Have got to be the best things that happened to the game. It spawned so many iconic levels and goes to show how great creations can get if creators have an actual incentive to do great stuff past the number on their profile. Well, they might not change the number on their profile, but it did change a number in their bank account, which is nothing bad. Jujul said the arrow trigger is really cool. It allows so much stuff. so I made a level with them and I ended up desyncing for some reason. And I see a lot of people are getting creator points in 2.2, as well as 𝗏𝗍𝗃𝗍, he also get his creator point in January. That's cool. We got another right here. We got 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, he said, I bought the game the exact same day, around 5 hours before 2.2. Had no idea the update was gonna come out, but I haven't regretted buying it. That's crazy. Imagine buying GD 2.1 5 hours before 2.2 comes out. Home. Ninja's favorite memory was check Steam on Twitter or X. Yeah, that's wow. When I woke up, I couldn't realize that. Edu said, probably the fact that I learned how to build art style and we got yet another creator point. And another creator point. Best Gamer said, making Blender to GD and messing around with it was definitely one of the best things I did in 2.2. What? What is that? Hello? Why is there Rose? Meow? 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗃𝗀 said, to be honest, it feels weird to say it, but has been already 1 year with 2.2, even if it feels like it just came out yesterday. My best memory was either the first and second day playing many rated early 2.2 levels, playing Dash full version on Globed, or making a lot of editor tests, gimmicks and effects in the first month. Studs said, I managed to get a whole new icon set. He was able to grind out so many user coins and over 2,500 moons. Cool. It's HG said, since 2.2 I've definitely pushed my skill limit. I've more than doubled my demon count and beaten not one, but 2 classic insane demons on 60 Hz mobile. My hardest in 2.2 was a medium demon. That's cool. That's really impressive. And you see, one thing I love about this community is that, for example, Freckle said, well, my favorite memory during the past year was probably beating Cataclysm after over a year of playing it. So even though 2.2 is out, people still play old levels. It's not like 2.1, 2.0 is like dead. I find it really cool. Salamander said, I spent 40 hours to beat How to Platformer 3 different times. And he said why he needed to restart it 3 times. He said 3 times because first my game crashed, second my recording broke. Oh my god. Jolly Bonus said, in this year I started and finished a 8-month long project, my best level, finished all the paths, beat Future Funk as my 11th classic hard demon, and my longest hard demon, beat Orbiter as my first platformer insane demon. That's cool. We got yet another rate. The War said, I remember that one day I woke up to go to school but decided for some reason to check Discord only in that day. I got some pings and I read in a server 2.2's out. I couldn't believe it, so I checked App Store and it said that I could update it. After school I ran to my house and played Jump Dash all day. Plus I hope to finish Sunset Sandstorm this year. Same. For me it was work-wise though. I woke up early and I got so many DMs saying 2.2 is out. I made a video, but I had to go to work. But once I got back, I started the stream immediately. We got another rate. Space J said, very early 2.2. For the first week or two into the update, I was literally spending 7 hours a day doing some 2.2 stuff. The time fell off after beating the tower. I've made a little bit of levels and they were truly historic and we'll never forget them. You Know Who said, I was able to participate in tons of levels and being carried some historical levels from the past. Tio quit it? What? Jamie said, my favorite part about 2.2 is/was the ginormous spike in creativity in the community, from entire game engines to 3D games, incredible gameplay mechanics and whole RPGs. 2.2 has enabled everyone to make their levels in their exact vision, with little to no constraints, and it's incredible. LolWhat said GD Plays and all the new stuff it got. I agree, GD Plays was so cool. I hope it will happen again in 2025. Pokemon said, 2.2 somehow fixed the bug on my phone which wouldn't let me open the app, so I got re-addicted. What? I mean, it's good, but make sure to touch some grass from time to time. HIHZ said, he jumped from 2,000 stars to over 25,000 and got over 10,000 moons. Huh? How long have you been grinding? That's crazy. Kai Walla said, I'm just glad I finally beat Sunset Sandstorm. 2.2's physics changes breaking the level scared me. But luckily after Kron's 44's bug fixes, I was able to pull through and finally beat it. Wow, GG. Signboy said, these are my favorite memories since 2.2 came out. I've made it as short as I can. Getting his first feature platformer. First classic getting an epic and weekly, wow. And me getting a personal laptop with a friend gifting me GD on Steam on July, that's so cool. Graph Space got way better in the editor, even though the editor is like way more complicated than 2.1, I believe. And if we all remember, Galafov was the first person who got a classic legendary raid. Crazy. Normal Named Dude said seeing the community grow was pretty cool to be honest, getting to share the creativity and wonder of the editor. Prometeo said dash spider meme with GD:. Yep. Trick overtaking Zoink and the Abyss and now both beaten deathless 1 hour apart by Ayumi and Ghost said what? That is insane. Okay. GD Slop said since 2.2 I've got my first rate, met several creators and mods, participated in several collabs, released 3 full levels, and that is very cool. Caldy said probably the best memory I have of 2.2 is when it just came out and I was so hyped after so many years of playing that I started up stream at 5 AM in the morning to capture my reaction and play it. Is this thing on? Janty said 2.2 was the time I really came back to GD after having these constant breaks. I really liked this update due to the camera control, which I thought was the best thing and to be included in this update. Masterpieces have been made in 2.2 and it's just amazing to see all the levels being made now and how much the game has grown. It has been so fun to play GD that I even decided to stream it, and wow, I do not regret my decision to start streaming. It has been such a wonderful time and I can't thank enough to RobTop how much effort he put into this update and the dedication. Yes, RobTop, thank you. Shuko said 2.2 is the reason I came back to the game after 3 years of being barely active. I think a lot of people came back once 2.2 came out. Vepro said, for me the best memory was the release day of 2.2 and the first days/weeks in general. I also remember the official release of Geode and levels that pushed the game to its limits, like 3 Depth or Terminus. Poro said, okay, honestly, nothing that happened during 2.2 is better than the awesome people I met because of Geometry Dash. Just hanging out in VC, playing Gartic Phone late at night, whatever it was, the amount of good friends made thanks to a cheap cube game on Steam is stunning for me. And this is so true. Without this game, we wouldn't have this amazing community, which is the best community. Much love, you guys are the best. We got another rate. Cyberlord said, my favorite part of 2.2 has definitely been seeing how far people can push the boundaries of the game, from beautifully decorated levels to whole games. This community truly is the best at innovating. And oh boy, let me tell you this, the boundaries will be pushed so much more. This is just the beginning. And I think let's call it a day. There's a lot of comments of you guys. You wrote a lot of comments. You can check them out by yourself. It's under the GD 2.2 recap. You can just jump into Discord, read the other message. You can also write your own things. And yeah, sorry that I couldn't include every single one, but most of the comments I read were that people beat certain demons hardest, created levels. Those are the most posted ones, which is cool, but I can't include like 20 text messages of I beat this demon, I beat that demon, because we already do that in the news. But I'm glad people enjoy 2.2. I love 2.2, I love the platformer. I can't wait for the future, as I said a bazillion times and I will keep saying it. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone who participated in the GD 2.2 recap. We could do the same thing after like 1 more year, like when GD 2.2 turns 2 years old, but we will see how it goes. And yeah. Oh, and the new event level, which will be the last level in the album, will release tomorrow, with the creator being 𝗨𝗏. I can't wait to play this level. Anyways, moving on to the quiz. Oh my god, I'm literally so late to the news, so I'm just like this is an exception for the quiz, so let's just do the quiz together, guys. Let's do it together. Let's go. So let's see. As musical instruments, tubular bells are what kind? Is it A, wind, B, string, C, brass, or D, percussion? Well, I have to think about this myself because, as you see, I haven't even clicked it myself, so let's think about this. Musical instruments, tubular. I'm kind of thinking of wind or brass. I'm not sure though. What do you say? I'm gonna go with wind. Let's see if it's right. No, it's D. It's percussion. Oh wait, it says the bells are struck to make them sound. Okay, guys. Now we know. But anyway, make sure to join my Discord to submit your stuff. Subscribe to this channel so we can be the new hardest. Join the memberships, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Whoa.